All right, formulas are a little bit tricky, but they are really, really useful in spreadsheets because it turns it from just a way to organize data to actually calculate. So I need some numbers, so I'm going to give myself some random numbers here. Oh, good, 66, that seems like a good number. And let's go down as well, just so I can show you in a couple of different ways here. All right, so now that I have some numbers, to do a formula, there's a couple of ways. If you start with an equal sign, and you'll see it's popping up here. Now, this is actually your formula bar. So when you type in cells, oh, that's confusing the formula. When you type in cells, you can just type in them. But when you actually want to do a mathematical calculation, it shows up here where this little F is. So you can go equals, and then you want to say the word sum, because that's the word that means add up. And then you want to start some brackets. And then you can either type the cell number, so I could go A2, B2, or I could highlight. Check that out. And when I highlight, and then I close the brackets, notice it's typing up here, and then I'm going to hit enter. So the difference being, you can see in the formula bar, those are just numbers, nothing changes. In this one, though, it's a number, but in the formula bar, you can see the formula hidden down underneath. Now you can do the same with average. So I'm going to go equals average, start the brackets, highlight again, close the brackets, and I'm hitting enter. Sometimes people forget that enter, and that can mess you up because then you keep seeing the formula instead of the calculation. So don't forget to hit enter. And then same thing. You can see which cells it's calculating when you click on it, but you actually see the number, but in the formula bar, you see the formula. And this is cool because if I change this to 600, it automatically updates the numbers. Now, there's a shortcut to this. Of course, there's a shortcut. There's a funny little symbol here, and that says functions. And if you click down, you can see there's actually over 900 functions that work, and we're doing 2. So we're doing the easy ones, but it can get really, really complex. So we're going to go with just sum, keep it super simple. So we're going to do, if we click on sum and see how it kind of starts the formula for us, it has the equals and the sum and the brackets. And then all you have to do is highlight. And don't forget that enter. And then you can do the same thing again. You don't, instead of remembering all that equals and brackets stuff, you can just click on the word average and it does all the syntax, I guess would be the word there. It does all the background coding for you. And then you highlight the numbers and you hit enter. So sum and average can be a bit tricky, but if you take your time with it, it is just fine. Just know that the numbers show up on the spreadsheet, but the actual formula shows up here on the formula bar.